All right, so now we are going to go over making calls, that big impact, the big important thing that we need all of you to help us with. So whenever you're preparing to make calls, there are a few things that you should have ready to go. The first and most important thing is knowing the open enrollment dates, November 1st through December 15th. And keep in mind, that's for 2021 coverage. Sometimes individuals get confused by that because it's still 2020, and so they're wondering about their options. But the open enrollment for 2021 coverage is November 1st through December 15th. So you also want to make sure that the list of consumers to call, those 15 callbacks that Devin has shared with you, that you have those downloaded and ready to go and up on your screen. Also, you want to go ahead and have ncnavigator.net pulled up on your screen, and maybe for these couple of months when you're helping us with this process, go ahead and bookmark that website so that it's easy for you to access and you have it in front of you, and you don't have to type it in every time. So you also want to have the Navigator schedule in front of you, which will be available to everybody on the ACA portal, and also Devin will send that information out, as well as the Staff Navigator contact list. You also want to have the callback script, so you have the various situations that could occur, whether or not somebody answers and how you would go through that process, as well as leaving a voicemail for someone. Or someone that maybe says, I'm not ready to schedule an appointment right now, will you call me back later? You also want to have the appointment checklist in front of you. So these are all the things that an individual should have with them for their appointment. So usually we say bring to their appointment because we're doing the appointments in person. But this year, since the appointments will be over the phone, just make sure that you have that in front of you to let them know that it's helpful if they have that information together. And then they may have to send a picture or an email of those documents to the Navigator so that they can upload or mail those off to the marketplace on the individual's behalf. Also, you want to have in front of you the ACA frequently asked questions. Although you all are doing callbacks just to schedule appointments for open enrollment, there usually are a few consumers here and there that have some additional questions that maybe you don't, off the top of your head know the answers to. So we've provided you with this ACA FAQ sheet just to give you all some commonly seen questions that we receive. And hopefully that will help you all in answering those questions. Obviously, if you get a question that you don't know the answer to, you can just let them know, I'm just a volunteer. I'm not sure about, I don't know the answer to that, but you're welcome to contact your Navigator to ask, or I can find out for you. If it's something, logistical and not necessarily substantive, maybe it's something that Devin and I can answer for you so that you can relay that to the consumer, or we can follow up with the consumer, whatever's easiest. And then you also want to check how the consumer has interacted with us in the past. So on that callback sheet that Devin is going to send you every week, it is going to have the name of the Navigator that they previously met with, as well as the location. And that gives some context to the individual whenever you're cold calling and they're receiving a call from a number maybe they're not familiar with, and you say you're a volunteer with the Charlotte Center for Legal Advocacy. Although they have met with a Navigator with our organization in the past, sometimes they don't remember the name of our organization, or they're confused because it says legal advocacy rather than something to do with health insurance. So that can obviously be a kind of a confusing area for some people. So it's important just to give them a little bit of context and have all that information in front of you.